Hey everyone, it's Sarah Thomas. So today I wanted to give you some really quick tips on how to eat clean and healthy successfully throughout the week. So not just when you have extra time, and not just say the first part of the week and then totally abandon ship the rest of the week, but all the time, every single day, how you can successfully do this even through the chaos of the week. So I have 5 tips to give you today, and I hope these help you make a plan of attack that works for you. So the first one is to visually plan. So I've talked about meal planning before. You know how important that is, but you really need to visually plan this out. So what does that mean? It might mean something totally different to you, but let me give you the example of what I use that works for me and my family. So I bought this from Hobby Lobby for $5, a great $5 I should say, because it's a chalkboard and I can put everything that we are having for the week as far as dinner goes on this board. Now, it lets me visually see it. It lets my entire family visually see it, so they can go ahead and complain about it if they want before the day, or they just have a heads up as to what we're having. So this works great because there's no question we're going to have this day and this day. And also as a reminder to me that, like, say on Thursday, I don't cook on Thursday because we are out and about. There's just no way that I can fit it in. So that's a day that we have leftovers. So it gives you a plan of attack. So visually plan is number 1. Your second tip is just to prep immediately. So when you're going to the grocery store and when you've come home with all these fantastic fresh ingredients and produce and you just throw it in the refrigerator because you got to get done with it and move on, don't do it. I challenge you to do this. I challenge you to come home from the grocery store, and the next time you do that, take all your vegetables or whatever it is that you have and prep it. So for example, for me, I love peppers for snacks dipped in some hummus. So what do I do when I get home from the grocery store? I take those peppers immediately and I slice them up so that when I am hungry and when I'm reaching for a snack, I don't reach for crackers or something that is not very nutrient dense. I'm reaching for the peppers because they're already there, because it's just as easy to grab those out of the refrigerator as it is to grab a chip out of the pantry, right? So prep immediately, and that goes for snacks, that goes for meals, that goes for salad, anything that you can make ahead of time, do it. My husband and I also do this a lot of times on Sunday evenings. When we have some time on Sunday evening, we literally have a little date night, we like to call it, and yeah, we'll have a glass of wine, but we get in the kitchen and we prep our meals as much as we can for the week before the chaos of the weeknights hit. And I will tell you, there's this weight on your shoulders, right? For those of you that have to think about what you're going to have every single week, it is lifted once you have it all prepared and ready to go. So that is your next tip. So tip number 3 is to make double. So when you're prepping for all these things and when you're going to the grocery store to buy all the ingredients, get double. So let's say you're making a soup. Make 2 of them. Put one in a baggie or one in a container that you can put in the freezer. If you're cutting up vegetables, cut up double for later in the week. It's already there for you, ready to go. And freezing items is fantastic, especially for those weeks where you just didn't have time to prep for those. So that was tip number 3 for you. So tip number 4 is something that I've implemented in my house for a while, and it works wonders, not just for me, not for my husband, but for my children. And that is a snack attack bin. Some of you have heard me talk about this before, but it is a bin that I put in the refrigerator, and the purpose is that we can go into that bin and pull out healthy, quick snacks immediately. So what that means for me as a mom of 3 young kids is when they are hungry and they want a snack, they know they can go to that bin and they can pick something out of that bin that is healthy. I know that there are healthy things in that bin because I put them in there, and they feel like they have control over their snack because there are choices in there. So I have 2 or 3 choices in there of things that they can pick. So they have the control, or so they think, and they're also picking something healthy. Works great for husbands as well. So that was tip number 4 for you. Tip number 5 is to use your crock pot. It is totally underused. Basically, everybody has a crock pot, right? But what do you use it for? Chili, soup, maybe something else, but that's probably about it. Use your crock pot. You can use your crock pot for so many great dishes from chicken all the way to soups. Research some clean ones and see what you can think of again with your crock pot. I always double the recipe so I fill the crock pot to the very brim and then we have extras. I hope this helped, guys.